Hail travellers, it's Stuart here, coming at you from the Cyber Tavern, and welcome back to Poirot, the ABC Murders Part 2. Picking up where we left off, we have now looked everywhere we can at this murder scene from this poor unfortunate soul on the ground here, and we're going to be going outside and talking to some witnesses, I hope, to gather more data and intel. Maybe get a outsider's perspective on what happened during the time frame of the person's murder. Or something like that. I'm not exactly a detective. But you're new. Hello, my dear.
4 pence a letters, a lovely large letters, 4 pence only.
That's not bad for a lettuce, by God. It's about 80 pence these days.
This woman appears to be a smoker. She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Logic would dictate, my dear Poirot. Let's try and talk to her.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
I beg your pardon?
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
I beg
Did
your
you speak
pardon?
to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Please, try and help
Try
me,
to be
madame.
nice here.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous. I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do?
A detective.
Get away from my stall!
Madam.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Yes, thank you, dear boy.
Let's now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright then. Okay. Mrs. Asher was seen alive at 5:30 at the shop, I imagine. And the body was found about 11 PM still at the shop. No, that's not quite right. There we go.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Indeed. Indeed, sir. Now, back to you, you little shit.
You again? I've nothing to say.
Then I shall return with data. And Poirot here's gonna kick your ass with brain power. Come to think of it, why the hell would they put the niece in the crime scene? She's had to walk by and... Nope, the body's gone. That's good. Wait a minute here. I can hear her crying in the background.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
It is not, you already know this. Strawberries.
No, It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Precisely, Poirot, precisely. We need to go back and question her. She was obviously here. And she's a smoker, which means that she must have got her matches from here, or something. Matter of fact, where can I find matches?
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Agreed. My dear lady, I'm very sorry for your loss, but we must question you after I observe you.
Is her grief sincere?
Boobies.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
It's a weird way of saying that. Fragile. Demand that she stops crying? Good lord.
You
No.
are very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Very good.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
That would explain
Does
the laudanum.
Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
Very commendable.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
Ooh.
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well,
Thank
this
you,
Franz
Hastings.
Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jap says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how one opens his book. Ah, there we go. Right, okay. So that's really all I've got. Alright. Let's see what brings next. Well, we found the husband.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
I'm not sure. Franz dropped something? What did he drop?
A box of new stockings.
Ah,
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
Does it now?
Boldly. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
Indeed.
Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Oh, right. So we're gonna go speak to the fruit seller again, who tried to worm her way out of questioning and tried to overprice me for a lettuce by 1 pence. Something I have not forgotten, thank you.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
We may also have found how to sober up our friends back inside the tobacco shop. It's all coming together. Isn't that right, Poirot?
Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
Indeed.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
No, she's being
You
honest.
mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
You're a pleasant lady. I'm so glad that we've got you here helping us. Listen, love, I need to borrow your vinegar.
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound!
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay, here we go again. Right. Can we establish the time range during which Mrs. Asher was killed? Yes, we can. She was seen alive at 5:30. However, she did not see anyone at the shop at 6 PM, so she was killed between that time. Good. Right. Really? Right, remove that. The body was found. And swap that. Or have I got the wrong idea here? The fruit seller did not see anybody in the shop at 6 PM. The body was found at 11 PM. That would mean that she would have been killed, not it, sorry. Mrs. Asher would have been killed between 5:30 and 6. Surely. Unless what they want is the literal sense of it. In which case... There we go. Can we reduce this time range and why? Yes, we can. Fruit seller, did not see anyone at the shop at that. There we go. Good show, eh, Poirot? Alright, let's go wake up our sleeping beauty.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Alright then. Use on this chap.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Like I said.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Indeed. Okay, you scruffy bastard.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Split lip. Black eye. Bruised knuckles. Oh, wait.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
A word with you, pal. If I may. And if not, I shall anyway. I tell you what, I'll offer him a cigarette.
Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No thanks.
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she's dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
Different
Are your
times.
family involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
I suppose not.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Certainly. What was Mrs. Asher doing when she was killed? put this in the middle. She had just one wound at the back of her head. She was caught by surprise. I think she was rearranging or organising the cigarette shelf. Boom daddy. Or she was taking a packet from the shelf, okay.
Probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as he turned around to serve him. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright, again. How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide in the counter? Put you in the middle. Put you at X. And you there. My God, I'm good.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Ah. So we're going to get to see a small flashback, or do we actually construct it ourselves? Reconstruct the crime's course of events by selecting the actions that the killer may have executed. Alright. Reconstruction.
The killer enters the shop.
Yes.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco.
Yes.
She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
He turns it around.
He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
First time. Excellent. I keep slipping from Scottish to English accent because I fit myself into a character from that time period of that particular mindset. You know, hello, yes, I'm Inspector Japp, and I'm Inspector, well,
Asher
Colonel
has
Hastings.
a strong alibi, and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Yeah, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Oh, excuse me, small yawn. That was enjoyable. I quite like this. I mean, it's slow paced, but it's steady, it's smooth. Unless I get a puzzle that I'm stuck at, of course.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
And maybe there is, but that's going to have to wait until episode 3. Thank you very much for joining me on second part of this adventure with Poirot. It's been a pleasure, travellers. I'll see you next time. Safe journeys.